Hi guys, we're back and it's Tuesday and it's time for another great workout. So today we've got two sets. As for warm-up, we've got 10 Spider-Man lunges with a rotation. You've then got 10 forwards lunges with a twist, and then you have 10 alternating Cossack squats. That should really help open your hips out. From there, you're then going to move into a further two sets of 10 Kang squats, 5 baby makers, and then 5 down ups. All right, nice and smooth, nice and easy. Just take your time, get your blood flow and get yourself moving. You're then going to move into your main piece. We're going to have a little complex today. So every 1 minute 30 for 6 total rounds. You're going to do that regardless whether you've got body weight, a kettlebell, or you're equipment free. If you're on a kettlebell or a barbell, you're going to do 5 front squats, 5 thrusters, 5 push presses, okay? You're then going to rest the remainder of the time. If you're on a barbell, you've got a choice whether you add load or not, if you have that available. If you're on a kettlebell, you're going to do 1 round with your left arm, 2nd round with your right arm, and then work vice versa for the 6 total rounds. You do 3 on your right and then 3 on your left. If you've got no equipment, you're going to do 5 air squats, 10 reverse lunges, and then 5 pike push-ups to get the similar response. You're then going to rest 2 to 3 minutes, give yourself a little bit of a break, and you're going to do 3 sets of 10 straddles each leg, and then 10 seated leg raises. That should get your midline fired up and ready for the conditioning. So today's conditioning, guys, is Cindy Loves Burpees. We've got a 15-minute AMRAP, we've got 5 burpees, 10 press-ups, and then 15 squats. You're going to repeat through that for 15 minutes. And every 3 minutes, you're going to take a break and you do 20 sit-ups. Once you finish your 20 sit-ups, you're then going to start where you left off and continue throughout the workout. This should be a really nice little bit of threshold training, guys. Push yourselves through this. Loads of bodyweight movements, nice and simple. Get after it today. Enjoy your workout, guys. So to warm up for today's complex, we've got a little bit of hip openers to start with. We've got 10 Spider-Man with a rotation, you've got 10 lunges with a twist, and then you've got 10 Cossack squats, all right? So first up, Spider-Man rotations. Down to that nice long lunge. Remember that rear leg wants to be as straight as possible. Rotate towards the leading leg or away from the leading leg. The choice is entirely yours. Whenever you go down into these guys, try and push that rear leg down so you don't want it down to the floor. Push it away as much as you can, get as much tension in the hips, and then rotate, and then just hop back up, okay? Nice long position, and then back through. Once you've done 10 of those, so 5 each leg, you're then going to do 10 lunges with a twist. Down into a nice deep lunge, rotate towards the leading leg side, come back up, down, and then rotate. You can also go above the head with this one, with a little twist, if you so wish. Choice is entirely up to you. Remember, we've got a lot of overhead positional work to do today, so that might be a good variation. You then got your Cossack squats. So, feet outside, shoulder width apart. You're then going to go down into a lunge, sort of as a lateral lunge on one leg. Turn the toe up on the other, so it's leaning towards the ceiling. Nice stretch down the inside of the leg, back towards the top, and then repeat the same on the other side. Make sure when you're doing these that you don't fold forwards. You stay up nice and tall, prep in that squat position, and then back up to the other one. You've got 10 of those. 2 sets of that entire complex. You've then got 10 Kang squats, 5 baby makers, 5 air squats, and 5 down ups, okay? So our Kang squats can be done with a little bit of load, however, they're just as effective without any. So you're gonna mix together here a good morning, into a squat, back into a good morning, and then back out, okay? Whether you want to go that prisoner style as well, hinge into your good morning, down into a squat, back into your good morning, and then back up. Regardless of however you do this, make sure the feet are engaged, they're squeezed down into the floor so you're balanced. Go into the hamstrings, drop into a squat with a nice tall chest, push back into the hamstrings, and then back out from there, okay? You'll do 10 reps of these. From there, you then go into 5 baby makers. So, feet into a squat stance, sit down into a nice deep squat. You're gonna push the hips up towards the ceiling, rounding that mid-back, drop the hips down, stand up, come down to a squat once more, back up towards the ceiling, straighten the legs out, drop down, and then back up, okay? You repeat 10 reps of those. You then, from there, you're going to go into 5 really smooth squats, and then 5 nice steady down-ups. So down to the floor, pop back up, jump and clap, down, pop, or just stand up fully at the top, okay? Choice is yours as to which you prefer to do. You're then going to go into your main complex. If you have a barbell or a kettlebell, you're going to do the same format, whereas on the kettlebell, you're going to do these 1 round with your right arm, 1 round with your left arm. So you'll get through on your right, through on your left. But with the barbell, obviously you're going to do every round exactly the same, okay? So our complex is going to be 5 front squats, 5 thrusters, 5 push presses. So, with that barbell, you're going to do 5 front squats first. Taking it up, nice and good clean. Elbow position up nice and high. Good solid position on that front rack. You're going to get 5 front squats. Then from there, you're going to 5 full thrusters. So that's a front squat, attached to a press, bar back down, front squat and a press, and once more. Once you've done 5 of those, bring the bar to the rack, dip drive above the head, back to the rack position, dip drive and above, okay? That is one complex. The idea is to go unbroken, that means without putting the barbell down. Either choose the load that's going to be manageable for it all, or gently increase to a heavy complex of the day. If you're doing it with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, exactly the same applies. However, you do it on 1 arm each time. So, you'll do your front squats for 5 reps. You'll then do your thrusters for 5 reps. You'll then do your push presses for 5 reps, okay? If you have a very light load, then add a tempo in on your squats, okay? So as you go, 3, 2, 1, and then explode out. You could do those on both the front squat and the thrusters, and on the press, you can add a tempo on the way down, okay? However, remember, you've got 1.5 minutes to fit that entire complex in, okay? If you don't have any kit, that's fine. You're going to do 5 air squats. You're then going to do 10 reverse lunges. And then you're going to do 5 pike push-ups, okay? So feet nice and wide apart, hands down to the floor, hips up as high as you possibly can, bending through the elbows, leading the head towards the hands, and then pushing back away from you, okay? Nice and powerful through those shoulders, with a really structured midline. Once you've done those, you then rest for the remainder of that 90 seconds and repeat, okay? Try and make sure that movement is paramount here, guys, rather than speed throughout it, all right? So once we've done that, we then have a little bit of midline work to do. You're going to do 3 sets of 10 single leg straddles each leg, and then you're going to do 10 seated leg raises, all right? So the single leg straddle is going to be with your legs nice and wide in a straddle position, and you're going to aim to lift the foot up and over an object. This could be a kettlebell, dumbbell, barbell, tin of beans, doesn't really matter. You could lay one of your shoes down, as long as you are moving up and over with a straight leg. Try not to lean back at this point. You want to stay up nice and tall. If you struggle with that, just push your hands behind you, lift the leg, and back down. We'll do 10 one side, and then 10 on the other side, okay? Once you've completed those, you're then going to go to 10 double leg raises. So both legs forwards, hands around about knee position. If you're stronger with these, you can go further forwards, and you're going to raise both legs off the floor, keeping the toes pointed, squeezing down into the floor with the hands, and you should get a really good contraction through the midline, okay? Nice and steady. If you struggle with these guys, sit up nice and tall and just go for one leg at a time, all right? But just make sure that you're not using momentum to raise those legs off the floor. So once you've done that, you're then going to go into a 15-minute AMRAP, okay? This is Cindy Loves Burpees. So we're going to do 5 burpees, 10 press-ups, 15 air squats. It's going to be 1 round, and you're going to repeat that for 15 minutes worth. However, every 3 minutes, you're going to do 20 sit-ups. So our movements will be as follows. 5 burpees. Making sure that you get that little jump and clap at the top. You're then going to do your version of press-ups, okay? Whether that is your full press-up, body nice and locked. If you go down to your knees for that press-up, or whether you do our snaking version through, okay? Once you've done that, you're then going to do 15 of your best air squats. Again, remember, rather than speed, keep focusing on that position and that quality, and you'll build the intensity through. Every 3 minutes, you're going to do 20 sit-ups. So as always, guys, feet together, hands touch the floor behind you, come up and touch the feet in front, every single one. Try not to get in the habit of just reaching through to the heels. Get a full range of motion all the way up and all the way down, okay? You're going to keep going with that, guys, 15 minutes worth. This should be pretty intense. Enjoy it and get a really good workout in. See you tomorrow.